Hi everybody and welcome to this video. It's a quick one, hence why I'm holding this and recording this as I stand, because I really want to make sure I get it in and out. This video is all about what I've learned from so far from the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Rose trial, and what I really think that Amber Heard needs to do moving forward to maybe redeem herself. I don't know, but I thought let me just share what I've learned and what I would say if she was somebody I knew to hopefully help moving forward. So Johnny Depp and Amber Rose, they are both actors. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, China Chocolate Factory, Amber Rose, Aquaman, and some other movies which I don't know, but they both got married and divorced. And after Amber Heard was divorced, she wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post where she claimed to have had sexual abuse and domestic abuse in a marriage. She didn't name Johnny Depp, but there was kind of nobody else she was married to in the last sort of 2 years of when she wrote that. So the effect of that was Johnny Depp alleges that it affected his livelihood essentially. Pirates of the Caribbean, he wasn't casted for, they just stopped doing it, and other movies that he was supposed to be doing just kind of closed the door, and his fee went down. So much things that he detailed in his testimony. So this has been going on like coming up to 4 or 5 weeks now, 4 weeks, and it's really really damaging. But I went into this like probably like most, just wanted to see justice being played out or what happens here, because you just want to know like what was really going on, because it did seem plausible that, you know, with both of them allegedly doing drugs and drinking, that maybe they both sort of slapped themselves up a bit. And what's this all about? Yeah, because Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for 50 million and she's countersuing for 100 million for the same kind of thing, defamation. So I went to thinking, oh, I wonder what, you know, what's going to happen here, what's going to be of all of this. And as the testimonies from Johnny Depp and the various witnesses were coming out, I started to get sort of adjust my seat from, oh, what's going on here, almost gossip style, to this is very, 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 very serious. I mean, this isn't good at all. This is not great. And when you see somebody like Johnny Depp talk about the effects of that he had on his children, his life, and what he went through with him losing some of his tip of his finger for an altercation, well, I started thinking this is not just a little slap about. This is very serious. All the clinical psychologists talking about their assessments, what they found from Johnny Depp's team when they had assessment of Amber Heard, thinking, wow, these are serious assumptions and things. You know, this is not just Hollywood kind of toxic love relationship. This is very, very serious. And I was excited to, obviously I banked all of that as we all did, but I was excited to kind of hear what Amber Rose had to say. I keep saying Amber Rose, Amber Heard, what Amber Heard had to say, because I thought, I think I almost wanted her to kind of come with evidence and come with truth that this happened. No, 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 it's the other way around, and this is why it's worth 100 million in my countersuit. I was kind of waiting for the evidence and wanting to see and hear what she was going to say. Well, the last 2 days that she had this been obviously been given her testimony, at one point I had to switch it off. I couldn't believe the detail in what she was saying, that what she experienced in her abuse. The level of it was really very intense. I mean, I would urge you to go on like Legal Bites or Law and Crime Network and other channels to just to see and watch, without any commentary, just to see her give her give her testimony what happened. It's very, very brutal. I mean, being dragged through broken glass, naked, scratched up in glass, and blood everywhere, and hair thrown around. it's very, 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 very graphic. But then some things weren't adding up. I remember thinking, how did you how did you get from here to there, and where's the evidence, and what's happening how did that happen, and what, like, things were just not adding up. And then at one point I had to just stop it. I thought, I can't have this in my house. This whole energy and vibe of this whole testimony is just, something's not correct about it. The theatrics, the crying with no tears, the exaggerate, everything just seemed like something's not right here. And I was beginning to see myself get angry and hot, thinking, hold on a second, do you realize there are people who've really, really gone through this kind of thing? Is this made up, or why am I feeling this? And then I started to go and check other sources of information, people who have got legal backgrounds, like Legal Bites and things like that, Nate the lawyer and people like that online, who are breaking down her testimony with evidence alongside, say this can't have happened. And how, for example, if you were dragged through glass and abused and stuff, how did you appear with not a single bruise on you the next day on a TV show? What makeup did you have to hide all of that blood? How are all these things happening? And even down to her own testimony, her own recording, which showed something completely different. It didn't match up with what she was saying that happened. So somebody's lying here. And then I thought to myself, hold on a minute. This is the main thing that I would like to tell her, or like to say. I think in life, sometimes we go through things and we're there to get through it and help other people. You get to a stage where opportunity comes to help other people with what you've been through. Unfortunately, I know people, and I'll mention one of my close friends, a story that I can talk about, but people go through things, unfortunately, but your story helps other people. You get put on a platform to say, this is what I went through, and you can make it through, what have you. Is you don't go off and start lying and stealing, or just making up, fabricating something that you never experienced. You're on the wrong platform. You're on the wrong platform. Rather than helping people, you're angering people. All the comments and all the breakdowns, I think I was pointing that something isn't right here. Saying, Amber Heard, you're allegedly lying. This can't all be true. Honey, you're on the wrong platform. You're on the wrong platform. You're grasping at straws, and it's looking ridiculous. Whereas you're supposed to be here. And where's there? Admitting this is the if she takes drugs and still does all fighting disorders and what have you, how better would it be, or how much better would it be if she was to put her hands up and say, this is the things I'm fighting, I need help, I'm sorry about it, I lied, it caused me to do this cocktail of emotions and disorders and drugs and drinking, allegedly, if she did, this is what's causing her to do all these things. I bet you should have a better platform, should have more support, should have more sympathy, more empathy. People will rally around and say, okay, right, we'll help you through this. They're supposed to go back to people who've actually had disorders and things like that and say, this is what I did, and don't let it get to this stage. So that's the number one thing I think that she's doing wrong. She's on a platform that doesn't belong to her, in a place that, this is, people have really gone through these things. That's the main thing. And it caused me to look inside and thought, hold on a minute, is there anything that am I on the wrong platform? Is there anything that I'm grasping at? Is there anything that I'm doing that I need to go and deal with, so that I can stick in line with my purpose and do the right thing? It made me think about it. Like I said, I have a friend who is battling with alcohol abuse. If you see her now, you would never know that years ago I was people worried about her life. You would just never know that. And I asked her, what made you, after all these various interventions and prayers and things, what made you sort of turn the corner, and what made you turn your life around, or receive all the help and things that were offered at you? What made it happen? She goes, look, Mary, I tell people who I used to drink with, who are still there drinking or whatever it is, that it's an internal thing. That person has to come to terms with themselves and find the will inside them, say, look, do you know what, I can't do this anymore. The moment they kind of admit and acknowledge that, the all the help, all the prayers, all the support lands on fertile ground, and that's when recovery and change and help starts to happen. It starts to take place. And now look, she can use her life an example and tell people, and no one would ever believe that, yeah, this is what she went through all that time. So in closing, I just wanted to say, I've seen people battle with things and use that platform to then go and help other people. And I think that, Amber Heard, this is just ridiculous. You need to just admit, just say, look, everybody, everybody, whoa, 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 I'm sorry here. The fame and everything you're looking for, you'll find it, you'll get it in a different way. What you're grabbing for, you're going to get it here in the truth. Be aware of what you're doing, because with all these abuse and all these things, they affect so many other people other than yourself. And look at everybody, we're all affected from watching it, and we don't even know these people, they don't know us. But this is probably because of people who have really going through things, and really going through abuse, and really going through things. I want to say, look, listen, sending you all the prayers and love and healing that you need, and you will make it through. You will get through it, and you would find healing, and hopefully get to a place where you can even help the next person. But let's not, all this false, fraudulent thing, we're on the wrong path. Let's get on the right, align ourselves, and affect people positively, not this. So like everybody, I'm looking forward to the cross. I'm looking forward to the cross from Johnny Depp's team to go over this testimony and say, look, this. There's just, it's shocking to me. It's wickedness that someone can do this. But I just hope that in some way that she's turned round and she gets all the help that she needs. And I think that's just that. So that's the learning, the main thing. So I hope you gain something from this. And I'll do my review once this whole thing is over again. All right, take care. Bye.